Mr. Chairman of the State Committee, the crew is ready for the examination. Thank you. Thank you very much for yesterday's examination. Everything went very well. So do you have any recommendations for us today? Not actually. It doesn't matter for your crew which question we're going to ask. You know everything. It doesn't matter what questions we're going to ask. Okay, so we're ready for the examination. We're good to go.
Она русского не знает. Не, потом.
We saw you take a test card back there in preparation for your final exam with the Soyuz today. What kinds of scenarios do you think that you might be tested for as you prepare for your mission to the International?
Well, there's a wide variety of scenarios, not normal situations that we could run into. The good thing is that most of those scenarios we practice throughout our training flow, and so we should be ready for any of them that come our way.
Yes, we have a question for you. I have a question for Oleg. You already took those examinations in the past. So my question is, what's the difference between yesterday's exam and today's examination? So yesterday we were taking a Russian segment examination. We had different tasks, different scenarios, different questions. There was even a different approach to that examination. So today's scenario will be more dynamic. We will have to be very concentrated, and it will require a lot of teamwork. But we're sure we will excel that. I'm sure the result will be great. That's all. Okay, let's go. Okay, we start our practice. I'm Pulsar 2. How do you copy us? Good afternoon. The crew of Expedition 3738 is ready to take our examinations. We're always ready.
дистанционная тренировка.
Yes, it will be an examination, practice, scenarios.
Тогда удачи.
Good luck. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.
For Mike Hopkins for NASA TV, you're here taking your final exams in the Russian segment. How prepared are you that we could for this final segment of the training?
Well, I hope we're very prepared. The training teams here in Russia, both in the United States and all the other international partners, have done a great job getting us ready. So I think we'll see how it goes.
So the most difficult day we had yesterday when our backup crew started their training session. However, the sequence of all exercises and examinations is not that important during our training flow. We were also backup crew, we were prime crew in different combinations, but we didn't feel any difference. Yes, the changes have been pretty major. During my first flight, the station had only 3 crew members on board, and there was a different approach how to train the crew, how to use the crew on board the station. Right now, we have 6 crew members. We have multi-segment activities. We work on our own segments. That is why we have differences in the training flow. We're more prepared for our segment.
Давайте сразу скажу, что на самом деле огня никакого не будет.
No, we won't have any fire. We will not be lighting up the Olympic torch. It will be simply a torch for Sochi Olympics.
Значит, еще будет выполнено, кроме этого, еще 2.
Besides this EVA, we will have 2 more EVAs on the Russian segment. We will be installing scientific hardware, and we will be preparing the Russian segment for the MLM module.
Всем спасибо.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Всего доброго. Всем.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Понимаю, вам экипажи все уже рассказали.
I think the crew has told you everything. I don't think you need any more details from me.
Давайте спросите, какие у вас
Okay. Do you have any questions?
все нештатные ситуации.
Actually, they're working on all possible off-nominal situations that we can possibly foresee.
Я вам сейчас пока не скажу.
I cannot tell you which off-nominal situation they're having during the examination today. You will learn about it later
Будет это интересно по
if
окончании.
you're interested in it.
Вот сейчас
So you will know that at the end of the simulation.
готовится к
Right now, the crew
рассмотренным
is prepared for all off-nominal situations on board the station. Sometimes they might encounter something new during our simulations, as it can happen on board the station. And our simulator, of course, can have some issues also.
через это же, что все
And we're always telling the crew that any issues with the simulator are also off-nominal situations for the crew that they have to be able to cope with. So the crew has to be prepared even for those issues.
нештаткам, которые были обрисованы в билете,
So-
могут добавиться еще некоторые.
They can have some additional off-nominal situations in addition to those that are in their examination ticket.
Ну, мне не очень понятно, что вы имеете в виду открытый космос. Вы
What do you
имеете
mean
выход в космос или вы
open
имеете полет?
space activities? Do you mean the mission or the EVA?
Ситуации не происходили, поэтому вся
Of course, we're hoping that
подготовки изделий
there won't be any off-nominal situations aboard the station. That is why we are preparing
ситуации нет.
the crew. We're
В космосе достаточно большая, мы
pretty confident that we won't have any
вот это, а что если
off-nominal situations. So
И, кстати, ну я вам скажу,
we're prepared for them, but we hope they will never happen.
причем на самом деле на них одинаково реагируют и наши космонавты, и
The
американские.
thing is that the response from the USOS crew and the Russian crew can be the same. And sometimes we just put in some off-nominal situation, and the
более тяжелым
crew
реально нештатной ситуации, потому что
is ready to cope with them. So they're even ready to cope with those off-nominal situations that are
здесь ты начинаешь
non-standard, that they wouldn't expect. So
все идет штатно. И с точки
sometimes we just have nominal day during the simulation, and the crew copes with that very well as well.
зрения это нормально.
The crew copes with these off-nominal situations very well, so both on board the station and during the
Нештатки лучше случаются на Земле.
simulations. Of course, it's better to practice those off-nominal situations here on the ground than in space. So I hope we won't have any emergencies on board the station.
Ну что, экипаж на самом деле достаточно хороший.
The crew is very good. Oleg
Космонавт.
Kotov is a very experienced cosmonaut. He has been working for GCTC for a long time. He started as a surgeon in our center.
Базовая медицинская
So two crew members in this crew have medical
Олег
degrees. They are surgeons. So
техническое образование.
Sergei Ryazansky and Oleg Kotov have very good technical background. Oleg Kotov also has
Хорошо
some
понимающий, разбирающийся в технике.
pilot experience as a pilot. That is why they are very well prepared, and this crew is very unique in this sense.
Один из опытных членов экипажа летит. И уже в процессе полета, вот после той подготовки, которую
So they get very comprehensive training also, so the crew is prepared very well.
хороший
And Oleg is a very good commander. He has very good experience, and he's sharing his experience
новым членом экипажа.
with his crew members.
Сергей Константинович, Олег Валерьевич был вашим заместителем при подготовке космонавтов.
Oleg is your deputy at GCTC. Will you miss him on the ground? Yes, I will miss him on the ground.
Подготовка космонавтов,
Traditionally,
космонавты,
at GCTC,
полет,
cosmonauts who already flew to the station
на самом деле, на
participate in preparation of future missions.
подготовке в экипаже на первый
That is exactly what Oleg Kotov do. Also, he was performing all these functions. He was my deputy.
ему не до того, он
Right now, of course, he's too busy to do that. He's not performing those duties anymore. But after the flight, I hope he will
как
come back to the GCTC and become a very successful manager at GCTC.
у нас складывалось,
This is very good practice at GCTC.
ходил на какую-то административную должность.
When cosmonaut becomes a manager or starts performing administrative duties, it's very useful.
В центре управления полетами, и когда
So my case was a little bit
в ряды,
an exception from the general rule. I was working for the
совершая космические
MCCM as well.
такая же возможность тоже
So Oleg is pretty much following my path. I support him on this path,
для того, чтобы он хорошо
and we try to support him as much as possible to help him prepare for the flight very well.
Ну, про факел я слышал, что вы
Yes, you asked already the question about the Olympic torch. There were some discussions.
полетит в космос, мало того.
Some people were thinking that we will be lighting up the torch.
В вакууме
The
гореть не будет.
torch cannot be lighted up in vacuum. We won't light it up inside the station, inside the Soyuz vehicle.
Сейчас, что это реальное
Right now,
изделие, вы знаете,
we have taken
эту тему было много, что факел
the resolution to send a real Olympic torch
эстафеты, это
to the station.
будет достаточно
So it will be part of the Olympic relay. It will be a very long relay, and one of the stages of that relay will take place on board the station.
факел будет использоваться
After that, this torch
на реальном этапе эстафеты.
will continue
Это
its
реальное изделие, которое способно гореть,
relay
работает так,
on the ground. Mr. Chairman of the State Commission, the crew is ready for the examinations. Good luck to you.
На экипаж будет там?
Где Саша? Саша, 2 минутки, сейчас камеры все встанут.
Нормально, встал.
Александр, ну сразу я задам вопрос. У вас вчера был первый
Alexander, yesterday you had your first examination
представлял, что было за...
at GCTC. How did it go?
Да, вчера был первый
Yes, yesterday we had our first examination,
сначала в новом
and it coincided with the beginning of the new academic year in Russia.
году школьники,
So we were like school children who were taking their examinations.
была быстрая схема сближения.
We were
Сейчас школьников
taking an examination in the 4-orbit rendezvous.
хорошо, вчера их
So we got straight A, flat A yesterday.
с момента выведения и дальше стыковка.
So we were practicing also the docking scenario. Yesterday, everything went very well. We had a couple of remarks from our instructors, but
Сегодня мы учтем.
all in all, we excelled the exam. I think everything will be great today too. We also have this tradition.
Еще раз.